If you told me 9 years ago I'd be standing here sharing how manifestations worked in my life, I would have laughed. Honestly, I probably would think you're wasting your time. I was the type of person that if you couldn't hold in your hands, if you couldn't prove it, if you couldn't show me step by step, I wouldn't have believed it. I needed concrete facts, not feelings. But then things started to happen in my life. Slowly at first, but then all at once. It didn't look like magic, it looked like coincidence until it didn't. And that shift, that realization made me question everything I thought I knew about how success actually works. I want to take you back to where it really started for me. I got a 4-year degree in aeronautical and mechanical engineering and did really well at school with a very high GPA. And then I got a prestigious leadership job right afterwards, earning an amazing salary for coming out of college and starting to really jump into a career that I thought I was going to love. I was good at math and science, so I figured, hey, engineering must be the road for me. Everything in the engineering world and what I was used to was prove it to me. Show me the concrete evidence. I have to prove things. I have to calculate things. I have to take everything out of theory and put it into proven fact. So if you would have talked to me about manifesting or law of attraction, I would say, prove it. Show me the evidence. I was super skeptical, but the one thing I did have was always curiosity. I used to listen to the great motivational speaker Les Brown during college as well, right before the gym to pump me up and get me motivated. Though at the same time, I felt there's got to be something different in life. There's this faint curiosity that was always there whispering to me. Crazy part about it is that whisper actually started to rule my life. During this career I had started, I lasted for 6 months only in this cubicle job because I knew a part of me was dying. My soul felt like it was dying, and I quit that job because I'm going to go find something maybe even bigger. So I actually went to Las Vegas, got an aerospace job that was going to be amazing. I moved my entire life there. And January of that year, when I was supposed to actually start the job, 5 days prior to the job actually starting, I had the manager call me up and say, hey, Scott, I'm so sorry. This might feel and say this disheartening to you, but we lost funding. We're a private company, and therefore you can't actually start work on Monday morning. And I was devastated. Not only did I leave my other career behind and all my family members and people are thinking I was crazy for throwing this engineering career. I was $100,000 in student loan debt, just spent 4 years of my life in school and saying, prove it to me and try and make this work. It wasn't working out, but I followed the curiosity. And during that time, I felt like I got to do something with my life. I decided right then and there, I was going to be an entrepreneur. On this napkin, I literally wrote out in one of the casinos at Vegas, because that's all that was really open near me at the time. I wrote out on this napkin in particular, I will become an entrepreneur and make it. Now, at the time, I still didn't believe in this thing called law of attraction. I never even heard of it. I drove myself over to Anaheim, California, because Les Brown was speaking at one of the events. I said, I'm going to at least capture what this is all about and how to actually start a business and be an entrepreneur. While in Anaheim, I learned about Think and Grow Rich. And I remember getting that book, sitting by poolside at the Airbnb I was staying at because I was going from one to the other in Anaheim, just trying to figure out life. And I opened up the book and I read the introduction before the first principle. And he talked about in there this magical thing that could happen in your life if you embody these principles. And I remember goosebumps filling my entire arms. And in that moment, I literally had a revelation and I felt there's something different going on in this world beyond the concrete. Crazy part about it, I still had this weird imbalance going on. I still said, prove it to me, Napoleon Hill. I'm going to try the exercises you're sharing in here. Let's see if this stuff works. Because I was always in this place of prove it. I actually had to see evidence. I'm not going to believe it until I see it. First thing that I wrote down was, I'm going to manifest a great place to live in Los Angeles. I don't know where it's going to be. I don't really care about that, but somewhere in LA, close to the beach where I can actually drive there within 20 minutes. Really a luxury place, but I want to pay very low rent. I want to live by myself and I want roommates. And I really want to have an expansive time in that place. That week, I go to the gym. I was gym hopping one from the other, just trying out all these gyms in California. I'm at the counter. I show my New York license because I was still a New York resident. I was just hanging out in Las Vegas and then in California. And the guy says, oh, you're from New York. Why are you over here in California? I'm sharing my story. And a gym member walks in at the same exact time on my left-hand side, overhears the conversation and jumps in. Do you need to live in California? Do you need a place to live? In that moment, I literally had this faint, not tears of joy or anything like that coming in, but some sort of emotion like, It felt like a scary goosebumps moment, like I am trying to manifest where to live. And this person came in randomly at the gym. That's kind of weird. I don't really want to tell this person where I'm going to live or if I need to live somewhere because that feels a little weird. But this is all happening kind of like coincidentally. So let me kind of take a look. I remained open-minded to this whole idea of law of attraction, this vibrational ether that Napoleon Hill was talking about. I said, okay, let me go ahead and look at this place. I looked at this place that this woman was sharing the next day. And what had happened was I walked into this place and it was almost literally exactly what I would embody. I didn't picture it that way. I didn't know it was going to be that layout or how that was going to look. But when I walked in, I was like, this is it. I felt goosebumps over my entire body again. I was like, this is exactly what I've been thinking. This is what I wrote down. Literally, it was a one bedroom. There's 3 bedrooms, but there's only 1 bedroom being rented out. The owner no longer really lived there. She was with a different partner at the time. So the entire place she was renting out, just the room only. Luxury place in Culver City. It was like a $1.5 million place. I could drive to the ocean in about 18 minutes. It was just amazing. I'm like, this is exactly it. In my mind, I'm like, this got to be coincidence. There's no way this is actually working. So I said, wait a second, I'm going to keep trying this out. Let's test this thing out. Second thing I wrote down was I wanted a mentor in my life. I wanted my main teacher. I wanted my main mentor that I was going to be guided and he could tell me what to do and I could get supported. At the time, I was trying to start to build some community of friends and people I knew in LA because I didn't know anybody at the time. So I went to Toastmasters speaking clubs. I joined a network marketing because they were doing personal development seminars. I was really into that. I didn't even care what they were doing products wise. I just wanted to be there around like-minded people. And there's this one person I was starting to become good buddies with. We were talking about personal development and everything. And in April of that year, he said, listen to this guy. I think he's going to resonate with you really well. The guy happened to be Bob Proctor. He sent me the live stream of an event he was doing. And instantly when I heard his voice, I remembered him from The Secret. A month earlier, I grabbed the book and the movie. I said, this is going to be my mentor. I just knew it in that moment. This is it. And at the time, I heard he was going to be doing another seminar in a few months. So it's hard to figure out, well, how much is it going to take? What's the payment and everything? And I was starting to run out of money at the time. I had no idea what I was doing. I was renting all these different places and going from place to place. But I said, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell my SUV to get there. Now, when I listed the SUV, the person that actually was seeing the SUV, I didn't get a lot of great offers. And this one person's like, I just want a mechanic to go check it out. So if you can bring it to your nearest mechanic, get an invoice, send it over to me. I just want to make sure everything is good to go with the vehicle. Brought it over to the mechanic. And actually what they showed me underneath the hood was there was a lot of stuff that was not actually very good. I didn't know. I had never really looked into it. I didn't understand. And there's a lot of different fluids that were leaking, a lot of different things happened. And they're like, listen, like I'm showing you concrete evidence, like you're going to need at least maybe $1,800 worth of work on this thing. Now, you never know exactly what's true and what's not, but I do have a mechanical background. I understood what they're talking about. And I was like, that actually makes sense that in order for all this to happen, you're going to have to maybe take out the engine or do different things to make this work. So maybe it wasn't $1,800, but minimal, I thought in my mind, even if they are kind of stretching it out, it's got to be at least $1,000. So at the time, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to do this. But I went back to Think and Grow Rich and I said, let me test it. So that night I visualized that the vehicle was gone and it was good to go. And after I came back to the mechanic, I was just going to go pick up the actual SUV. They called me on the phone for the quote. I'm there in the lobby and I'm just saying, let's just let it go. Let's see how this goes. I feel the cash in my hand. It's all done. It's all good to go. The owner walks through the actual shop. He owned the shop. And he said, whose Land Rover is that? Is an old Land Rover. So that was the SUV I had. And I was like, it's mine. He said, I heard you got some good amount of work to do on this. I actually want to buy that. Are you selling it by any chance? We're having this conversation. It was such a mystical thing because he's saying, I was looking for something like this because my son or daughter, whoever it was, I don't remember the exact background story, is looking for a vehicle like this. So I'd like to get it. So I said, yes, I actually could sell it to you. So here's my offer. Here's what I was listing it for. He brought me to the back office. He already had cash ready. He said, here you go. It was a little bit under the asking price, but it was almost exactly what I had asked for, visualized and saw in my hands. I later had to tell the guy, I called up the guy that was the original offer. I said, hey, the guy actually bought it that was doing the mechanic shop. And he said, what? It made no sense to him, right? But this all unfolded in ways that you could never even guess or understand how. So then I was actually able to go to Bob Proctor's seminar live in person. And that's what started with me actually being on a trajectory and journey of becoming one of his top coaches in the world over the next 18 months. So month after month after month, I kept saying back to Think and Grow Rich, let me prove it. Show me the evidence. I'm going to do the exercises and let's see. Not only that, all these different synchronicities started to line up, everything in between there. And by October of that year, I was earning $10,000 a month in a brand new business that I've never done before. I've never actually marketed. So going from somebody who's so skeptical, needing concrete evidence, didn't even want to look into anything energetic or emotional. Understanding spirituality was nothing that I even was concerned about that early on. Going to a place where all of these synchronistic things started to happen in less than 12 months. And I kept going with this and going with this and going with this. And before you know it, in some years, I earned over 7 figures in that same business. I met Bob Proctor many, many, many times in person. He's my personal mentor. I had dinner with him. I recorded videos with him. I was actually one-on-one with him in many instances, our $1 million round table of only maybe 12 people in the room. I was able to manifest condo beachfront living in Miami, Florida. I was able to manifest dream homes, luxury vacations around the world. All of this started to transition and move. Now, it was hard work. There was many times where I had way ups and downs emotionally. Things were not going my way all the time. The difficulties and challenges were immense. But I was not a believer in any of this until I said, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to become a scientist, a mental scientist that is, proving that this stuff can work. So to give you a framework of how this all happened in my life, here's what I did. I obsessed over testing this out, and I want you to do the same thing. Obsess over making this real in your life. That was just the first year of my life. I was in my early 20s. I was 23 years old when all this was happening. Right? So to really make the icing on the cake, like I had no idea what I was doing, right? But I just said, you know what? I'm going to open my mind to the possibility and let's prove it out. Number 2, I was letting life flow and saying yes more. So even when the job fell through, it was detrimental to me. I did cry. I was all over the place. I had no idea what to do. But I said, you know what? What's the next thing I can say yes to? And it was going to Les Brown's conference in Anaheim, California. It's a 4-hour drive. I said, I'm going to go there. And then from there, I said yes to going to the next seminar. And I said yes to living that place in LA. And I said yes to doing the next thing. So even though I didn't know what to do in life, what's the thing I can say yes to right now that might open my life up? Number 3, every day adventuring into the new. Allowing myself to adventure more, saying yes to these adventures and new, exciting, spontaneous things. Number 4, I would visualize every night with epic music, embodying Think and Grow Rich, embodying these principles every night. I would be with it like a mental movie. Number 5, especially when I was in that mechanic shop, for example, or the other scenarios there, I was allowing myself to look at the what and the why, the feelings I wanted, not the how. I would have never guessed how all this was going to unfold, but I started to embody the what and why I wanted it. And finally, number 6, I obsessed about becoming Bob Proctor's #1 student. Once I found the mentorship, once I found him that he was going to be my mentor, I obsessed with becoming the best. And it wasn't comparing, like trying to be better than another person. I wanted to be the best guy how there was in this day, in this moment. And all 6 of these elements brought me from somebody who would never guess I would be even talking about manifestation today to embodying it over these last 9 years in extreme success and allowing myself to really go to that next level. But it's because of that open mind and testing this out and trying to be with it as much as possible. So if you ever felt like I did and you don't know where to start, you're a little bit lost, you're a little bit skeptical, you don't know what to do, or you've been doing this for any amount of time, but you're ready for a blueprint, you're ready for a step-by-step system, join in Prosperity Magnet. It's where I give all the blueprint of how I've done all this over the last 9 years. After working with 2,500 other people, we have over 700 active members in our membership right now. We're a soul tribe all coming together with step-by-step blueprint and instructions. So if you're ready, I'd love to have you in our soul tribe. Click the link in the description below and let's get you in the inside. I'll see you there.